freedom to gain, we feed them the game. Turn on New Freedom Exchange, we freeing your brain. They trying to shackle your mind, no half of us blind. Remember the past, but never go backwards in time. The ancestors lived through us, they help us build a model community. New Africa is soon to be. So tune in to Sister Marsha, Mujahideen, Imam Bilal, to get your cultural enlightenment now.
Welcome back to another edition of New Freedom Exchange, your cultural expression for social dignity and community empowerment. I'm your co-host, Mujahideen, here with...
Wa alaikum assalam, Imam Bilal. Here, live and direct, the New Freedom Exchange, another Saturday with you all. So inshallah, wherever you tuned in from, please share, like, this conversation, give salams, let us know what city you're in so we can pull you up on the screen and give you a shout out. But definitely subscribe. We're live right now, New Freedom Exchange, on our Facebook page, New Freedom Network Facebook page, and our YouTube channels on New Freedom Exchange and Network. So subscribe there. And also we're live also on the Muslim Journal News YouTube channel. So definitely subscribe to Muslim Journal News. And we're live on PMX, Prosperity Marketplace Exchange, so follow that page as well. Sister Marsha, dear beloved co-host, will be joining us at the second half of the show around 7:30, inshallah. But without no further ado, how are you doing, Brother Deen?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Hanging in there. Beautiful day today. Did a little traveling back in the I'm about to say the States, but I'm in and out of the Northeast region, and so sometimes when I'm throughout the week, I do a lot of driving, and so when I'm settled on the weekend, it seems like I'm back home or something like that. So outside of that, everything is good. I'm trying to think of something that special happened. Can't think of something right now. I am working on something with this, and you can speak to it more. This is actually your field of study, the environmental justice. I've been doing some studies these past few weeks in relation to the new industry, or the ever-growing industry of the green fields with the offshore wind energy and all types of that. But of course, when you deal with industry and economics, as we'll talk about a little bit today and throughout the weekend, of course, next week, we'll see that you got to have people in position. And so if the people ain't right, there's no way that the potential for the investment could be right. And so getting familiar with that whole environmental justice and that whole arena, something that you're familiar with, is pretty interesting these last few weeks. How about yourself?
Alhamdulillah, I myself, battling the budget cuts here in the city, with the mayor of the New York is putting forth his budget, and in this budget reflected that the city agencies have to cut back their services. So one of the services that's being cut or being completely eliminated and gutted is my job, working with the New York City Compost Project, with the neighbors' food scraps, and converting it to compost. Our jobs will be eliminated as of January 1st of 2024. So right now we are in advocacy mode with petition, which has 35,000 signatures, trying to petition the mayor and the city council to go back to the drawing board and reimagine this budget. We also have several rallies coming up. Actually, one on the 6th before Time to Be Grateful. So I'll be speaking at that rally at City Hall Park. And then the 11th, after Time to Be Grateful, we will be at City Hall testifying from the budget hearing from the council in reference to the budget, and how community composting is important because it involves the community and it is a clean product, environmentally speaking, that's produced. And a lot of people rely on this product to grow in the urban gardens that we have in New York City, and also the school gardens and the parks, our New York City parks. We also rely on our compost that we produce at our New York City Compost Project. So that's been my, between a Time to Be Grateful planning and advocacy work, I've been busy, and also trying to find a plan B for January 1st, because dealing with bureaucracy, nothing is guaranteed, but we are going to fight tooth and nail with the proposed cuts to push back on them as much as we can. But the reality is that corporations get in the way of some of that sometimes too. So without going too much detail with that, it's another conversation. But other than that, they've been good.
No, that's good. That's good. That means you're going to be especially attentive. That's a time to be grateful
Yes.
to get your economic swag on. So again, today we're joined with a few of the participants for this time to be grateful, as well as a long-standing editor in chief, Sister Aisha K. She's going to bless us today. So without further ado, we're going to start bringing on some of our presenters today. Right now, we're going to actually start off with the youth. We know in everything that we do, we try to incorporate our elders and our young people. And this A Time to Be Grateful is no different. Actually, throughout this whole planning process, we've had the young adults and the next generation a part of the planning and the strategy and the organizing. But we also have our younger ones, the youth, our children, some of you all as grandchildren. We have some activities blocked out for them, exclusively for them to get to know each other, have fun, and also be entertained by good, wholesome entertainment. So without any further ado, I would like to bring on our dear sister, Sister Anissa. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, everyone. Yes, it's good to be able to share some of what the youth we have planned for the youth. We have programs going on Friday and Saturday for the youth.
Lisa, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Before we get there, could you quickly give us an intro on who is Sister Anissa, and then we can go into the activities.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm Sister Anissa Muhammad. I'm in the area of Newark, New Jersey, and my masjid I attend mainly is Masjid Al-Haq in Newark. I grew up in New Jersey, in the Newark area, and then I raised my family in Chicago, where my husband was from. He's returned to Allah. And I have 5 children, grown, and I have 7 grandchildren, almost grown. The oldest one is 16. And they are a blessing. So I also am a retired teacher. I taught in Chicago public schools for about 3 years. And then I relocated to New Jersey, where I taught in the Newark public school system. And usually I taught the grades from 3rd grade up to 6th grade. So the programs, that's basically a short bio of me, what I do. And so I'm just dedicated to the young people. They've always inspired me. I love working with them and just getting them to open up their hearts and minds to see what Al-Islam is, what Al-Islam is not. And it's a real challenge because now we have all these things that my children, and I'm sure you 2 hosts, did not grow up with, which is TikTok and FaceTime and gender and all those things that are a new challenge. So what the part that I will be doing, and I think Sister Marsha will speak more to the older youth, but what I had designed is to work with the youth and bring them some of the activities that they will be creating activities. They will basically, we have 3 separate activities for ages 5 through 12, or 4-year-olds if they're mature and their parents want to bring them. We'll be having sessions for them on Saturday, and those are the sessions that I will be mainly monitoring. And it will be from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, and then we'll break because I think the fashion show comes in there and a luncheon, and then we'll resume from 2 to 4. So we're encouraging all the parents, grandparents, bring your children. We also do a program at Masjid Al-Haq 1 Saturday a month called Family Playtime. And so they just learn about Al-Islam in a family familiar setting. And basically, those are the things that we'll be introducing. So for the activities that we have planned for Friday, no, excuse me, Saturday, they will be doing a mock-up of a Muslim Journal article. How it's called Step Up to the Muslim Journal, and they will be creating activities. They will be looking at 3 of our prophets and designing activities to reflect on those prophets' attributes of kindness, courage, be courageous, and helpfulness. And they'll compare themselves. It's called Step Up because they'll compare themselves. What have they done as a kind act or helpful act or courageous act? And then we have 3 prophets that we selected that are in the Quran that they will be comparing themselves to, inshallah. And then the other project we have 3 projects for them based on age also from 5 to 12. Another project that we have designed is for the children to design a rocket ship and selecting verses from the Quran that say, the Lord of the heavens and the earth and all between. So there's a board that will reflect that with the planets, the stars, the night sky, and those type of things. So inshallah, our children will, we pray that they come, they'll enjoy it. If they do, I'm sure we'll teach them some songs about the prophets, some games that they can play as a Muslim and Muslima. And they'll get to meet new friends. That's the main thing. I think many of the sisters that I know have talked about how the conventions and the things like that get the children to see people from other areas of the country, which is, a blessing and a good thing. And they make friends. They know that there are other Muslim children out there because now we have Muslim schools in various cities, but for a strong component, I pray that we strengthen our school systems throughout, even if it's a weekend school. So inshallah, that's basically what we'll be doing. And those are the main things that I will be covering with the children on Saturday. I pray that you register, but if you don't, if you just come on that day, we will also make room for you if space allows, inshallah. And there's a flyer that they can go
excellent,
to.
excellent. That was power pack. So, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, we have the flyer. We'll be posting that shortly. Thank you for that. So, just give us those days again. You said Saturday is the main day of these activities. And I know we also having a movie night, correct?
Yes, movie night and game night are running on, I think, Friday and Saturday. And Sister Marsha has more information on that. This program where they will be creating their own activities will be on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12. And then we'll break for the culture, and I believe it's the luncheon. And then they will return from 2 to 4. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for that. So we appreciate you coming on, sharing that information with us. Again, we're going to show some flyers on one of our commercials. They'll have that on there. So we thank Sister Anissa for joining us. Before we transition, we do have our other presenter who's going to come in relation to the marketplace. So we're going to bring her on, and just stick around. We'll put you backstage, but we're going to bring you back on the end. You can stick around. So thank you for being with us. Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Excellent. So now we'd like to bring on Sister Deborah Imani. Are you available to come on with us? She is the co-chair of the marketplace, the vending committee. Let's see if she's ready. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Can you hear me?
How are you? Yes, loud and clear.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. Welcome to New Freedom Digital Studio. We're here live. Those of you who are watching us, please share, like, and subscribe. We're talking about the 19th annual Muslim Journal, A Time to Be Grateful. We've been having shows the last several weeks, and now we're at the long stretch. We're at the last week, and we wanted to bring on some of our presenters, our participants, but now we have one of our planners, one of our co-chairs, Sister Deborah Imani Okta Washington. So before you go into the vending and what people can expect to come shop till they drop or till they stand, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Like he said, I got all these names, so he knows me by Imani, but we're saying Deborah. um, I'm from Philadelphia, and I'm a vendor. I enjoy vending, and once I saw the opportunity for this event, I said, okay, not only am I going to be a vendor, but I want to be able to help come with my expertise, you know, lend a hand to help do what I can to make this event a success. So I contacted them, and they said sure. So here I am, excited, and you know, I enjoy marketing, so I was able to get a lot of people that I know personally that haven't never done it before to come on board in like 4 days. I was telling you, you could 4 days to vend. At the time, it was like $50 a day. I mean, less than $50 a day because a lot of us came in on an early bird special. So it was like, what better opportunity, So,
Oh
um,
yeah, oh yeah, they couldn't beat that. I mean, we actually sold out within almost. We had to push, we had to let the early bird extend because more people wanted to buy in the early bird. So we
yes.
were able to sell out basically. So tell us how many vendors we have, what type of vendors could we be looking forward to, and what are the times for the marketplace?
Yes, it was initially supposed to be 50, it was 50 spaces, but quite a few vendors took advantage of getting two spaces. So they're coming from all over. I saw California, North Carolina, of course, locally up and down the East Coast. Um, a variety of events. I am truly excited. Even being a vendor, I am looking forward to shopping with some of the vendors, with some of the things they have: clothing, books, jewelry. Matter of fact, I talked to one of the vendors. I was trying to get her to finish her paperwork, and she was in Dubai getting shopping. So I'm excited to see what she's bringing back from Dubai, and so a lot. It's just a plethora of vendors, and I'm excited, and they're all age range, older people, younger people. So so I had some bean pies.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody, yeah. So a little bit of everything, and I'm really excited for the event. I didn't get a chance to do it in DC, but I had set my calendar for this year, and actually I was the first
You
person
were,
to
you
register,
were.
so I was ready.
You definitely were. Thank you for that.
Hmm.
Real quick, we are going to have actually a bean pie competition too after Juma. So
Hmm.
we have some bean pie sellers and a competition. When is the marketplace open in the days?
Okay. It's going to be some long days. It actually opens up Thursday at 8 a.m. I'm sorry, the vendors can get in at 8 a.m., but it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. The marketplace is going to be open from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Sunday is going to open same time, but it's going to close at 3 p.m. So it got plenty of shopping time. The marketplace will be open them 3 days, each day at 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., except Sunday, 3 p.m. So shop, shop, shop.
Right.
They say shop till you drop.
Yes, and we know when we have our Friday prayer, we'll take a pause for the
Absolutely.
calls, and then we'll open
Absolutely.
right back up following the
Yeah, and that's
tradition.
a lot of vendors are excited about that because a lot of times, we vent at certain places you have to shut down. So of course we're not talking about Juma, but the other we have to shut down for other things. So they're excited about it being able to stay open. So I'm excited.
Excellent, excellent. So before I let you go, just give us the importance of supporting the business people as a vendor. You've been a vendor, as you said, some time now, and you've traveled around. And so, just before we leave, just give us the importance of supporting vendors.
Well, when you supporting a vendor, you're supporting a dream. These are people that have skills, and I always say skills pay bills because it's people that actually sew and They take the time, and they just want to be their own boss in a sense, and realize. And we have to realize that this is our community, and let's keep the money circulating. And by us keeping supporting them, it helps them to keep bringing different things and a variety of things back to us. Like a lot of people right now are going to Bath and Body Works. You know, they have this big candle thing. But I made it my business. I said I know enough people in the community to buy candles from, and I encourage them to buy with us. Let's keep the money circulating in the community, because people take the time to do this, go buy merchandise and bring things back that they know we need. Let's support them. It's like your favorite barber. You enjoy him and you want him to stay in business. So you don't want him to go out. So if you enjoy your who you buy merchandise from, you want them to keep bringing good things back to you. We got to keep supporting them. So and it's like keep the money circulating in the community like everyone else does. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Uh-oh, did we freeze up?
No,
Okay, okay.
He's up. And
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, thank you so much for coming on to talk to us tonight about the vendors and how important the vendorship is. So you heard it first here. Vendors are from Thursday to Sunday. Thursday to Sunday, you can come and support the vendors and the multifaceted vendors that be there, from vending everything from clothes to jewelry to anything you do, suits, books, wellness thing, items, the whole shebang. So don't forget to register, mashalhaq.com. All right, register at mashalhaq.com. Tickets are still on sale now to December the 5th. Tickets are on sale to December 5th, and it's a la carte. It's a la carte. So for those who want to buy what you want to buy, it is open to a la carte. And for those who want to buy combo packages, those combo packages are still available. That will get you in the door for everything, including the signature events. So right now, I think we're going to take a quick commercial break. After this commercial break, we'll be back with our beloved guest, the second round, Sister Aisha K, our managing editor for the Muslim Journal, along with Brother Kareem and Brother Bashir. We'll be right back.
Legacy, legacy, brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, legacy, Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, legacy, our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy, legacy, Islam is our past, success away. Legacy, legacy, visit muslimjournal.net online. Legacy, legacy, a time to be grateful, gracious all the time. Legacy, legacy, a time to be grateful, gracious all the time. Legacy, legacy.
Mark your calendars for the 2023 Muslim Journals, A Time to Be Grateful, coming to Newark, New Jersey, December 7th through the 10th. A Time to Be Grateful is MJ's annual fundraiser to raise awareness about the publication and increase subscriptions, advertisements, and distributors. ATTBG features a weekend of events that promote gratitude, human excellence, cultural expression, and spiritual development, including Culture Night, which showcases Muslim singers, musicians, and spoken word artists, a modest yet ultra stylish family fashion show luncheon, an awards banquet, business breakfast, marketplace with Muslim vendors, and more. Don't wait. Get your tickets today. Visit www.masjidalhaq.com or call 862-250-5451. Hope to see you there.
We're back. Oh, here she is. Sister Marsha. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Marsha.
Walaikum salam.
Yes. I missed my sisters, but I heard them on. I was in the background listening to them, and they did such a good job. I want to thank them so much for coming on and talking to us about what we have in store for the children. Please go register We want your children to know other Muslim children around the country and to create those bonds. I'm a mom. I know you bring children to these events and they're bored every 5 seconds. They're bored in your house every 5 seconds. So we had to have something for them. So I want to thank them for coming on. And then Sister Imani did such a wonderful job talking to us about the vendors. And we're so excited to shop with them all and to support their ventures.
Excellent, excellent. I think we are now ready for the second half of our program tonight, and we're joined tonight by the managing editors of the Muslim Journal, Sister Aisha K. Mustafa, and Brother Kareem and Brother Bashir. Let's bring them on. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Alaikum salam.
All right. Alhamdulillah. So it's great to have you, all three of you, on tonight. So let's do a round robin real quick and give us a quick intro of who you are. So we're going to start with our beloved managing editor, Sister Aisha K. Mustafa.
All praises due to Allah. Thank you all so very much. And before I say anything else, I really want to say thank you to the Newark Planning Committee, all of you, all of the ones behind the scene. We are forever grateful for the job that you're doing, the work that you put in, and the production that you're putting on. It is exceptional. And the Muslim Journal staff, the Muslim Journal board, all of us clap to your successes. And again, we thank you so much for supporting the Muslim Journal and seeing that this production is top notch, second to none. And myself, I'm managing editor of the Muslim Journal for about years. If I have to say it out loud, about 30. Time passes fast, and it has been my honor and my life work. And we are basically placeholders waiting on for the next generation to come in. We passed the torch. It was passed to us. We do the best we can, and then we try to sustain things so that we can pass it on to the next generation.
Alhamdulillah. Brother Abdul Kareem.
Yes, greetings everyone. Greetings of peace, paradise. I'm Abdul Kareem, really Imam Abdul Kareem. I don't use the word Imam. I guess I need to start one of these days. But anyway, I'm in Texas, and I'm a real estate developer and general contractor, and I'm honored to also be a part of the executive board of the National Muslim Business Council. And I've been a part of that organization for a number of years now. And so we have 2 branches, but we have an overseas branch. We have an international branch now with our dear brother Bashir Lai, and we look forward to participating in Time to Be Grateful. This will be my second one. I was there in Bermuda. I think it was 2015, and I haven't been able to get to one since. So I'm really looking forward to it. I feel there's a big groundswell. I can feel the energy. We all coming back home, so to speak. We're so grateful and for Sister Aisha Mustafa, we hold in such high regard. I know all of us do, and the work her and her staff doing to not only keep the paper going, but to give us a homecoming. Give us an opportunity to see one another, to be with one another, and to share our common goals. I'll say this and then I'll be quiet. We are worth the effort. We really are worth the effort, and we're grateful to you technology, the technology generation. We want y'all to use more of your intellectual property. See, I had to be in the cold to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning selling Muhammad Speaks newspaper, but now we can use the brainiacs, the technology, the knowledge that y'all have to get the word out. So thank you so much.
Excellent, Brother Bashir. You hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bashir Sek, and I'm also known as Bashir Lai. Primarily, I'm a translator and conference interpreter, French to English, English to French. I graduated at Sheikh Anta Diop University in English with a concentration on American civilization and literature. And I'm also an international business consultant, and I represent the business interest of some African American businesses in West Africa. And I serve at the same time as advisor to special envoy for trade and investment for the Republic of Sierra Leone, who happen to be our dear brother Wally Shamsuddin from Atlanta, Georgia. And actually, what I can just say is that if I'm still here in the US until December, just because I want to attend a time to be grateful, to show my face, and to reciprocate Sister Aisha's efforts to build this bridge between Africa and African Americans, especially Muslims. And I've been doing this over the last 25 years, building this bridge, and Allah has blessed me that the majority of people that I connect to the continent are Muslim African American, and especially the community of Imam Muhammad. And this has been my passion over the last 25 years. And this is what I'm pursuing. And I'm here in the US speaking and also connecting with our brothers to see how we can better bridge the gap through fighting against misinformation, miseducation, about our two peoples. Thank you.
Beautiful. And so we thank you again, all of you, for joining us today. We're at the home stretch. We will be together on Thursday. And so that's just a few days from now. And so, as we sort of gear up to be together and to present the things that we each have as our responsibility to present at a time to be grateful, let us, I guess, for Sister Aisha, let us know, like, it's 19 years. Like, how are you feeling about 19 years of a time to be grateful and the fact that it's going to be happening in just a few days?
Well, praise be to Allah. It is indeed amazing. Starting back, the first time we started a time to be grateful, we were in Chicago, out in the suburbs, really Homewood, at the Homewood Hotel. We were connected with Imam Muhammad was having the first Sunday lectures, and people were coming in from out of town just for the first Sunday, just to sit on the floor and hear him give lectures. So we started a time to be grateful that Saturday night of that weekend. And the first 5 years, the first 5 times we were in Chicago, Homewood, same. I think we used one or two other hotels, but mainly at Homewood. We were doing tickets. I was printing tickets out on the computer in my office and sitting on the floor and cutting up tickets and writing down names. And we did everything inside that one office on the floor. And this has really grown beyond our imaginations. And it has grown because people have wanted it. Every year we plan, by the end of that night, people are asking me, where's it going to be next year? Where's it going to be next year? And during the COVID, we didn't have it that year, of course. Things were shut down. But in Atlanta, we had a virtual time to be grateful, which was exceptional. And before we could get geared up for the year when the pandemic broke and we could get out, June, July, people were saying, are we ready yet? Are we ready yet? Where's it going to be? And that is the pleasure of doing this. It's because the community wants it and they find value. Again, like you say, we used to come together around the conventions and meet each other from all over the country. And so now they are seeing a time to be grateful as filling that gap where we all over the United States and the Caribbeans can come together and celebrate as Muslims from the same origin, the African American Muslims, and then through our own heritage of coming from the diaspora, the transatlantic slave trade, our ancestry for the great majority of us links back to the transatlantic slave trade. And so we have these commonalities that we share. And then we came into Al-Islam, and we that just added to our sisterhood, brotherhood. And a time to be grateful every year is our opportunity to, whatever the struggles have been. And of course, we have struggles all the time. You know, life is not just sport and play, there's struggle and toil. And at the end of the year, we pause and we say, let me reflect on what we are grateful for. And then, you know, the basis, the foundation where we started time to be grateful is Surah 55, Ar-Rahman. You know, there's the ayats, the verses in Ar-Rahman kind of have a cadence to them. You know, they talk about all the things that Allah gives to us at our disposal. Beautiful things from below the waters, below the oceans, and all the jewels and gems. And then it has a verse that comes in frequently that says, which are the favors of your Lord will you deny? Just reminding us. This is because of Allah. You know, we are in a major struggle now, but we have to keep focused that Allah will bring us through it. And we're still grateful. If we live to see another day, we're grateful. If we pass the night, we're grateful. Our focus is on our Creator. And that's what a time to be grateful is to keep us focused. And we also say, come to a time to be grateful, and this is a fitna-free zone. You know, unfortunately, we're not trying to solve all the world's problems. You know, we pray for world peace, but we can't solve it over this weekend. We pray for a Muslim camaraderie, but if it's not there, we can't solve that either over this weekend. So we want to come together on our own standing. Everyone come with whatever is in their heart and in their minds, and just let us communicate and just look around. Sometimes just looking at each other and you say, oh, we have something worthwhile here to build on. I want my children to experience this. And that's over these 19 years, over these 30 years, we need to leave this legacy for those young babies that's coming behind us, coming up under us, and give them something so that their struggle will not be as hard and as difficult as mine has been. And I pray that yours have not been that either, because, you know, you're a little bit younger. You're a couple of generations back, maybe 1-2 generations back. But even Kareem is a couple of generations back after. I remember him as a young guy, but I always remember his father's legacy. Isaiah Kareem opened temples and mosques throughout this nation. So, but I'll let him tell his own story.
No, you're doing fine, Sister Aisha. We follow you. We will always taught to follow leadership, follow those that have the knowledge. So no, my job is just to protect you. You know, I was raised as a man to protect the woman and protect what we have. So yeah.
And a builder. He's a builder. Let me also add, though, Bashir Sheikh has come into the fold, and this has been an exceptional addition to our community and to our work, to our journalism, to the Muslim Journal. And his backdrop now is when he gives presentations, he gives the Muhammad Speaks masthead with the brothers reaching across the waters. That the Muhammad Speaks adhered, you know, advocated for us to, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would say, be lost no more. And so we've connected with our ancestral lands, our mutual relationships, and our brothers and sisters, and we got something going on here that we can only build to go forward.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, brother here, I know you all getting ready to be part of this, and you all have a presentation. So, without giving, you know, too much away as to what you all will be presenting during a time to be grateful, we talked about business and international trade and the importance of that. Can you tell a little what you are looking forward to from this conference, and a little bit into the project about the international trade?
So Bilal, you're not coming in clearly on my end.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I think we got the gist of what was asked. Did you hear him clear enough?
Not yet. Actually, he broke up,
Yeah, he
and
was
but
breaking up, and so he what I was able to gather from what he shared is that we will be having a business breakfast during the time to be grateful, and actually, Brother Bashir and Brother Abdul Kareem, you all are going to be a part of that, and so we're interested in knowing sort of what we could look forward to. As it relates to the business breakfast, that there's a lot of opportunity actually as it relates around business and economics during this time to be grateful, which is nice, right? Because those are the things that help to support our masajids, our schools, the Muslim Journal, our publication while we're doing this. And so we're just asking. I think he's back with us. If I got what he was saying clearly, Bilal, you were asking to elaborate on what we could look forward to for the
Yes.
business breakfast. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah, thank you. I think what we're going to look for is just opportunities, opportunities, and opportunities. As you all know, Africa is the future, and I think that we have a lot of opportunities on the continent of Africa, and people are coming to take opportunity. People from other places, people from other races. Right? Like the French people are on the continent for a long time now. The British, but now we have the Chinese, we have Indians. We have Russians, and all type of people are coming on the country to take opportunity. But we don't see our African American brothers and sisters. And to me, they have a first right on those opportunities simply because they always need to reconnect with Africa. They need to come back home, and we're waiting for them these particular son to come back home and help build home. And this is the vision that we're trying to develop, and we've been developing over the last decades to just make African Americans aware of the opportunity they have on the continent of Africa and the need that the continent have to have them back on the continent to build it, because we've been having a lot of partners, of course, throughout history, but they all come and just take advantage. And we are convinced and confident that African American or people of African descent, when they come back on the continent for business, they have also a genuine interest to develop home because they come back home. And this vision is being now shared at the highest level of governments. That was the reason why we were able to get an appointment for an African American Muslim brothers for trade and investment, and we're looking forward to have more and more. I know Abdul Kareem right here is working on projects. We have many other brothers who definitely are trying to get opportunities. We have incentives for people coming for investment. We have like also like transport facilities now, because we have a non-stop flight, for instance, from JFK to Dakar is 7 hour non-stop. You come to Dakar within 2 48 hours, you can set up your company, and then you can have support from the NMBC Africa office. Once again, I really emphasize on that, because now you have an office on the continent of Africa. And if you want to come and do business, you have the ground rule and everything lined up before you land. So you will make sure that before you leave, you close on something. So this is the ultimate goal and objective of the office in NBC Africa that I have the privilege to run. Thanks to the support and trust of our late brother David K. Hassan. May Allah forgive his sin and grant him Jannah. And I think that we have opportunities. We want to see more and more African American coming back on the continent. We have information available through the office and NBC Africa. We have support from our government, from our Muslim leadership. Also, we have support because the Muslim leadership in Africa, especially in Senegal, is really important. They have connection to all sectors and at the highest level. And I think a tremendous work has been done so far, especially during that last year, December trip where we hosted 47 African American Muslim brothers, mainly business people, who met with the caliphs, who met with government officials. I think now the door is wide open, and it is now up to you to take responsibility to come and take what yours. That's how we put it. You come back home, but not with empty-handed. You come back home with knowledge, with funds, with resources, with skills. You build yourself and you build home. I would put it in a very hard way. If they don't want you here, come back home. That's it. So I would like just to allow my brother Abdul Karim to just add something to comment on this. But in a word, we have huge opportunities. Everybody's coming to take advantage and opportunity. You have to come back home and take opportunities in all sectors. Thank you.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, that's our director for NNBC Africa. So you see how he is more than what we had hoped for. Our dear brother Bashir. I don't have much to add except that NNBC now it's not 19 years, at least 17, I know for sure, have been really at the forefront in our community in terms of trying to encourage and promote business and trade from amongst ourselves. And now, alhamdulillah, with Africa, the ambassador Fode Sek gave us a challenge. Between 7 and 9 years. I'm sorry if I don't have the exact date. I know no less than 7 years. He had came to the NNBC conference in Houston. And at that conference, he challenged us to come to Africa, come to Senegal, And I'm a world traveler. That's no brag. I've been so many places. And I tell everybody when I talk about Senegal, I say that's Wakanda. Senegal is Wakanda. And we have to, among African American Muslims, hopefully we don't have that myth, but we have to break the myth of that Africa is poor and starvation and famine. And that's like I bring you to Dallas and I take you straight to the low income areas of Dallas and tell you this is Dallas. And I show you the plush and the luxurious places of Dallas, So Africa is like coming to America for the first time, but with the mind you have now.
Mic drop,
So
mic drop.
Let me repeat that. Africa is like coming to America for the first time, but with the mind you have now. So if you can chew on that, then you'll know why is Allah have blessed us at this day and time to have these opportunities. And we want these opportunities to benefit all of us. This is not no exclusive situation. We would hope, though, that you would use the platform that we've been blessed to have with, National Muslim Business Council to join us. A very nominal fee. That fee is going to go up in a minute, but it's a very small fee to join. And then, of course, there's benefits from membership. And now that I'm thinking about it, and I have to follow up on what David Hassan had pledged to Sister Aisha too, to get the Muslim Journal there. So we still need to go ahead and follow up on that because it's like you say, it's home. That's all I can tell you. It's home.
Yeah.
I've never been to a place that made me cry. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna close. Here's the difference with West Africa and East Africa. I've been going to East Africa for over 25 years. I made more progress in West Africa in 1 year than 25 years of going to East Africa. And the difference between the two is that when I got off the plane in West Africa, the brother looked at me at the airport and told me, "Welcome home." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Welcome home." I said, "What you mean, welcome home?" He said, "Yeah, I know you the group that got kidnapped." Now, when I'm in other places, they ask me, "Where am I from? Are you from Sudan?" No, I'm from America. Are you from Somalia? No, I'm from America. Well, what about your father? I say he's from America. Well, what about his father? I say he's from America. Well, I said, look, don't ask me no more on where I'm from. Okay, I'm the group that got kidnapped. I've been in America for 500 years. Okay, that's who I am. But I did not have to explain that in West Africa. And they have a monument to the slaves there. Huge monument, bigger than the Statue of Liberty, if I'm not mistaken. Or I believe
way bigger.
Ma'am?
It's way bigger.
Right. Yeah, it's bigger than the Statue of Liberty, So I mean, it's a process now. Don't get me wrong. We're not waving magic wands and We got pixie dust here, but you would be shortchanging yourself if you don't hear what Brother Bashir is saying. You know, everybody is there with a bucket, just scooping and running. They don't care nothing about the people there. They don't care nothing about changing their life. And so that's why they know if we came. And let me tell you this, if African Americans in a whole in America was stand up for Africa, the exploitation in Africa would be over with. Because it was the African Americans who pushed apartheid to the end, just so y'all know that. When the African Americans in this country stood up and said enough is enough about apartheid, that's when apartheid was over.
That's right.
So we carry a big stick. We just don't realize how big that stick is. We got over $1 trillion in spending power. That's a huge stick. So alhamdulillah, we're grateful again for the time to be grateful.
Yeah, don't hurt them. Don't hurt. This was just a teaser. Come on out next weekend for the pleaser. You inspired me to show this before we bring everybody back on. This tradition of connecting across the water used to be on our letterhead. It's a little blurry, so we just wanted to share that to Muhammad Speaks of over 40 or 60 years ago. Our history that continues to today with the Muslim Journal. So we want to bring. Oh, matter of fact, let me do one more quick commercial, 30 seconds, and we'll be right back with everybody else on, and we'll close out, God willing.
Legacy, brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy, Islam is our path, success away. Legacy, visit muslimjournal.net on legacy. A time to be grateful, gracious all the time. Legacy, a time to be grateful, gracious all the time. Legacy, muslimjournal.net online. Legacy, brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy. Islam is our path, success away.
There you have it. This has been New Freedom Exchange, your cultural expression for social dignity and community empowerment, with your host, Mujahideen, Sister Marsha, Imam Bilal. And we've been listening in to some of our presenters, some of our organizers, some of our planners, and also the managing editor herself, Sister Aisha K. Mustafa. Round robin, or round reading, as we say in our interfaith circles. Would you like to share anything, one last appeal from each of you before we close out? And once you say it, you got to tag the next person. That's how we do.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
So he said you'll go first. Yeah.
All right, alhamdulillah. Yes, listening to Sister Aisha, it's like being back home again. She knows, because our children went to high school together, and I was at Homewood, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like being back home and
Yes,
connected with you. That's right, alhamdulillah. So I just, pray that we just come out, bring your children, because that's the program that I'm focused on for this time to be grateful. And your grandchildren now, it will be just a wonderful thing to see them, to get to know each other, and to go on for all these many years. And the old spiritual, I ain't no ways tired. Well, I thought I was tired, but I got reinvigorated. So alhamdulillah, inshallah, looking forward to seeing all of you, and let the children show their projects and work and create things as they have been taught, inshallah. And tag the next person, who is, please, next person, introduce and go with yourself.
Sister Imani.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. I am excited, and even looking here at everyone, the different age groups. So I enjoy the bridge of the young ones with the older ones and things. So just come out to the marketplace, come see what the plethora of things that we have in our community, and tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget, get your tickets.
Yeah.
Brother Bashir, please.
Thank you. I'm very excited, and I think I can't wait to attend the conference, to honor Sister Aisha once again, and also to say that actually we are ready, willing, and able to bring this forward. And I know the Muslim journey is something that is very important. It is a very powerful tool that we can use to bridge the gap, to share business opportunities. And she's been doing quite well, just adding some new contents, in the journey. And this is really important. This is something we want to support. We want to also find a way to just bring it over, like on the continent. We've been discussing with some institutions and some organizations that are ready to definitely distribute the Muslim Journal on the continent. And I think once again, this will be a very important opportunity to bridge the gap, to come back home, but not empty-handed. So I'm very excited to share with you, to answer your questions, to share information, and whatever thing you want to know about, like, investing in the country of Africa. What are the available opportunities, business opportunities? We'll be ready to share information. If we don't have it, we have people who have it. So thank you.
Thank you, Brother Abdul Kareem.
Yes. Well, my particular workshop is going to be with the one of the directors from the Import Export Bank, also with Brother Kareem Baya, and I know he does halal certification, but also he has interest in financing and import and export. So it'll be a nuts and bolts workshop. And this it's about rolling up the sleeve and understanding. Some steps are practical, some steps are a leap of faith. And I'm just telling you like it is. Some practical steps, but some steps you have to have a leap of faith. Because you're talking about leaving and going, to another part of the world. But the good thing is, Senegal is a Muslim country. And most of the countries in West Africa are Muslim countries. Matter of fact, most of Africa is Muslim.
That's fine.
So having that religious connection and then being from there is valuable. And we're doing our own DNA. I did a DNA on my mother. I want to do one on my father. There's it's a plug for them because that's what they do. It's called AfricanAncestry.com, where they narrow down not just the HAPA group, but also the tribe, the actual tribe that you come from. So my mother's from Guinea-Bissau. Her ancestry is there from 2,000 years ago up to 1525. And that's another amazing thing when you get to talking to the people there. They can point to relatives that they had back in the 1400s and 1500s. Good God, man. Yeah, my dad owned all that over there way back in the 1700s. So it's just amazing, because we've been uprooted, and for people to have their roots and still be connected to the soil. So that's my workshop, and come on and get you some.
Yes, sir. Because when you find out about your father, so I'll let me know. So I'll let your great cousins know.
Okay. Yeah, Mujahideen is my cousin.
My
cousin-in-law, but he's still my cousin. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And so, Sister Aisha K.
All praises due to Allah. This is really a full circle moment. And I mean full circle from the time that the slave ships hit the shores, East Coast, leaving the West Coast. We're really coming full circle. We're fulfilling that desire and that dream that was across the top of the Muhammad Speaks, with the two brothers reaching across the waters and be lost no more. And one of the major links, a lot of people have done groundwork. The beloved David Hassan that passed the few weeks after we got back from Africa. Abdul Kareem, who's kept the mission in the forefront. And then when we got to Senegal, we found the jewel in Bashir Sake. And I don't want to blow his head up, but he is truly a jewel. Bashir speaks fluent English, fluent French, Wolof, and some Arabic. And he is a connoisseur, interviewer and interviewee. When we were in West Africa, because they spoke French, our delegation usually pointed to Bashir to translate for us. And I mean, he carried interview after interview, regardless to how many cameras came, and he carried our message forward. He was such a great representation for us. And we want to make sure that we welcome him in Newark, the Center of African American Muslims Legacy, where Muhammad Speaks was valued and made almost a 800,000 issue a week newspaper because of the brothers out of areas like Newark, New York, who sold 1,000 papers a week on their own. And so we feel real, our hearts are filled. We see it coming full circle. Bashir has been to Mississippi, and we talk about the slaves that were posted in Mississippi, and he said, I could actually feel the spirit, and I know
Yeah.
I feel that spirit, and I feel that spirit in him. And when we were in Senegal, we went to Goree Island, and you really out of those quote unquote dungeons that the slaves were forced to stoop down and be chained and to be loaded on the ships. And that was the door of no return. And when, that was the last that they saw their African homelands. And so we hold a torch for what they represent to us and what we can bring back to our motherland. And this whole weekend that's coming up in December is a culmination. When we leave this weekend, we won't be talking about be lost no more. We won't be wishing that we could get there. We will be getting ready for the next ship out, and it will be a continuous journey from here forward, going forward. Bashir and Kareem are keeping the lights on for us, and inshallah, we will be there with them. And for you, Marsha, Mujahideen, Bilal, please embrace our brothers, embrace this mission. If anybody falls, then you just have to pick up the mantle and keep going forward. We can't cry tears. We can't be sad. We can't be what if. Remember, Malcolm started Muhammad Speaks for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm was 31 years old. He was martyred at 39. So we don't have anything to wait for. If you see something that needs to be done, step into the slot and get it done. You don't even have to ask for permission. You see it needs to be done, get it done, and we'll see you soon.
That's right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, that sounds official. It's the official tissue right
Yeah,
there.
I was like, Sister Aisha, I don't know if you know what you just said to me, because people say stuff like that to me. I create something tomorrow.
Well, praise be to Allah. And I was a psychology major, and it was always a lot of stuff we talked about. And it was one scenario we said, one thing nature hates is a void. If you leave a void, nature will fill it in. If you don't take care of it, you don't attend to it, something in nature will fill in the void. So if we leave voids open and we haven't filled them, we haven't made the connection, something else will. And we want to make sure that our prodigy, our self-interest are those things that fill in that void. Not to put a lot of weight on you, though,
No, that's a powerful statement. Alhamdulillah.
There you have it. There you have it. Dream Team, before we close.
Listen, we are going to have a time, and it's just going to be in just a few short days. On Thursday, we are jumping into a time to be grateful, and we are ready for it all. We have so many wonderful things planned for the community. For anyone who wants to come and join us, please do. Don't miss this opportunity. Bring your families, bring your ideas, bring your ingenuity. We need it all, because there's so many opportunities, whether it's with our workshops, our signature events. We're going to be honoring some very worthy people in our community at our annual banquet. Just come and be with the community. It is an experience like no other. I had a chance to go last year in DC, and I feel like a time to be grateful is that weekend or that moment where you realize that this community is we're impactful and we're special, and we have all the tools that we need. what we're working on as we come to events like this is connecting with each other. But there are so many talented people amongst us. There's so many experienced people amongst us. There's so many professional people amongst us. And so these are the opportunities where we come together, we connect, and we build opportunities to work with each other to build something better. And so I'm excited. I'm coming. I'm bringing my children with me. And they're going to work. They don't know that yet, but they will be working as well. But nonetheless, come, bring your families, bring your children. It's going to be a time that you don't want to miss. And if you just can't make it, there is a live stream option, and I'm sure we'll be sharing a flyer as it relates to that as well. There we go. Got it up on the screen, live stream. So if you just can't make it in the space, then we do have a live stream option where you'll be able to view some of those signature events that we have on the schedule. But if you can be there, come be there. We would love to have you. We'd love to see you, embrace you, all of that. I'm looking forward to being with you all.
Thank you.
Imam Bilal, close us out. Before you close us out, Brother Bashir, this is Aisha, we have to welcome you. So we are having a bean pie contest, and I'm going to say whoever wins, Abdul Kareem is going to get that pie over in Africa. I'm just saying. My brother's best pie.
Okay.
Not a problem. I'm the official bean pie taster from the Southwest region, so
Yes, sir.
it will be very, very. It will be. Look, I've been crying for somebody to let's do the bean pie. That's how.
Let me just add one thing. A lot of temples survived on bean pies. I mean, coffers. Their bank account survived on the bean pies, and some white and H&G fish too. But it's a money maker.
Yes, alhamdulillah. Very, very excited. I'm very excited for a time to be grateful this year. And I hope you all are too, who are watching and who watch the replay. Go ahead and get your tickets. Get locked and loaded. It's a la carte. If you want to buy what you want to buy, you open to that. If you want to buy a combo ticket to go to everything, you can go to everything. So everything's at mashaallah.com. I mean, it's definitely going to be a time. We're going to learn. We're going to have fun. We're going to rejoice, and we're going to see believers from across the country and across the world who will be with us. And it's going to be good. It's going to be great. And it starts Thursday. We have the exhibits on Thursday. We have the historical tour happening on Thursday. We have also the honoring of the Muhammad Speak salesmen who are with us still presently, and those who have passed on to Allah. We'll be honoring them, and then we just kick off the rest of the weekend, man. We have Juma, we have everything, everything. As I say, this is something for you. Want to get something for everybody at this conference. The children, the kids, the young adults, the adults, the health and wellness, the business, the education workshops, the single social. I mean, it's an array of everything for everybody. So please come and support. But most importantly, let's not forget. I think that we all are saying the same thing. The focus is the Muslim Journal and its sustainability of the journal and it moving forward to 60 plus more years. We want 60 plus more years of the journal, and we only can achieve that with your help. That's on the screen, those who are watching and those who are not watching, your help to sustain the journal and your involvement in the journal. You know, you don't have to be just money. If you want to write articles, you want to get involved somehow, some way, it's a family, and the community has to step up to run this institution like the other institutions that we have. They run it all in tangent, and it's only going to be successful if we all pitch in and do our part.
Can I add one thing, Brother Bilal, before we will have in our midst the mayor of
Yes.
Newark as well as the congressman from New Jersey. So this is a broad spectrum. Is the outreach is vast, and the mayor has welcomed. And before now, he gave us a welcome letter when we first started talking about moving the corporate office of Muslim Journal to Newark. And Congressman Payne, his father was at our awardee. The first time we left Chicago, we came to Newark, and his father, Congressman Jr.'s father, was an awardee at A Time to Be Grateful. And he'll be here this weekend, that weekend.
There you have it. There you have it. So until next time, inshallah, we'll be seeing you all live in New Jersey. We're also going to kick it off with the press conference. So we'll be there live. We'll have our media organizations around the country coming. So that look forward to that as well. So until next time, this is New Freedom Exchange, your cultural expression for social dignity and community empowerment. Until next time, peace.
Thank you.
Thank
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Legacy, legacy, brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, legacy, Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, legacy, our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy, legacy, Islam is our path, success away. Legacy, legacy, visit muslimjournal.net. Legacy, legacy, a time to be grateful, gracious all the time. Legacy, legacy, a time to be grateful, gracious all the time. Legacy, legacy, muslimjournal.net online. Legacy, legacy, brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, legacy, Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, legacy, our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy, legacy, Islam is our path, success away.
Mark your calendars for the 2023 Muslim Journals, A Time to Be Grateful, coming to Newark, New Jersey, December 7th through the 10th. A Time to Be Grateful is MJ's annual fundraiser to raise awareness about the publication and increase subscriptions, advertisements, and distributors. ATTBG features a weekend of events that promote gratitude, human excellence, cultural expression, and spiritual development, including Culture Night, which showcases Muslim singers, musicians, and spoken word artists, a modest yet ultra-stylish family fashion show luncheon, an awards banquet, business breakfast, marketplace with Muslim vendors, and more. Don't wait. Get your tickets today. Visit www.masjidalhaq.com or call 862-250-5451. Hope to see you there.
Sending love in every shade of brown to you. Sending love in every shade of brown to you. Sending love in every shade of brown to you. Sending love in every shade of brown, shade of brown. They say the first cutter be the one that sets the tone, to add pressure to a lesser known flesh and bone, to look different than the picture shown, and to be a rebel means you're not about to settle till you get your own. This one's for all my outside of the box thinkers, with bumblebee stingers and paper cut fingers and scrapes on their kneecaps. I know the pain lingers, the healthy way to heal a broken wing is to give it love. Sending love in every shade of brown to you. Sending love in every shade of brown to you. Sending love in every shade of brown to you. Sending love in every shade of brown, shade of brown. Yeah, the thing about community is how proud it is. We understand what well balanced and what grounded is. And love is the hinge that heals and mends, conceals and blends, and keeps us all covered. That's groundage is. We say it's all black when it's all love, and it's brown when it's all good. Groundage is. We help heal the hurt. So put us on. I said you gotta put us on.